What's up, Celtics fans? Today's update is packed with some serious buzz around the team's future, and you're going to want to stick around to catch all the details. The Boston Celtics are reportedly exploring trade options involving Drew Holiday, a move that could reshape the roster and the team's salary structure heading into the next NBA season. This isn't just a minor rumor. There's some real urgency behind this, as the Celtics need to make strategic moves to avoid carrying the most expensive roster in the entire league next year. Managing the salary cap is a critical puzzle for Boston's front office, and trading a player like Holiday could be a key piece of that puzzle. Drew Holiday, who is set to earn over $32 million in the upcoming season, has naturally attracted interest from other franchises looking to bolster their lineups. Among those teams, the Los Angeles Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks have emerged as notable contenders who might be willing to negotiate for Holiday's services. Both teams have the resources and the ambition to shake up their rosters, and adding a player with Holiday's experience and skill set would fit into their plans nicely. For Boston, the possibility of moving Holiday signals a tough balancing act, letting go of a dependable veteran to create financial flexibility while still maintaining a competitive core capable of contending for a championship. Looking back on Drew Holiday's season with the Celtics, his contributions on the court were steady and impactful. He appeared in 62 games throughout the campaign, putting up averages of 11.1 points per game, 4.3 rebounds, and just under 4 assists. His shooting percentages were solid, converting over 44% from the field and hitting more than 35% from beyond the three-point line. Perhaps most impressively, he was a near-automatic threat at the free throw line, knocking down over 90% of his attempts. This level of efficiency and reliability is exactly what teams look for in a veteran guard, especially during the grind of a long NBA season and the pressure cooker environment of the playoffs. Speaking of the playoffs, Holiday's performance in the 2025 postseason maintained that dependable standard. Across 7 games against the Orlando Magic and New York Knicks, he averaged just over 10 points, 4 rebounds, and just over 4 assists per game. While those numbers might not jump off the page as superstar level, they underscore Holiday's consistent presence and steady contributions when it mattered most. Unfortunately for Boston, their run ended in the conference semifinals at the hands of the Knicks, a tough follow-up to the previous season's championship triumph. That disappointment surely adds some urgency to the front office's plans, fueling a desire to retool and come back stronger. Drew Holiday's basketball journey has been a fascinating one. Before arriving in Boston, he made stops with the Philadelphia 76ers, New Orleans Pelicans, and Milwaukee Bucks. Each chapter added to his reputation as a 2-time NBA champion and a player who brings both skill and leadership to the floor. A product of UCLA, Holiday combines defensive tenacity with a versatile offensive game, capable of scoring, distributing, and rebounding at a high level. His career averages reflect this all-around ability: 15.8 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, and 6.2 assists. These numbers tell the story of a player who has been a valuable contributor wherever he has played. The Celtics now face a pivotal offseason, where decisions like whether to keep or trade Drew Holiday will significantly influence their trajectory. The salary cap crunch means that the team cannot simply keep everyone and hope for the best. Instead, careful planning and strategic trades will be required to maintain competitiveness without breaking the bank. Meanwhile, players like Holiday, who combine experience with a proven winning pedigree, always generate interest around the league. Teams aiming to challenge for titles view him as a critical piece, especially given his championship experience and steady playoff performances. For Celtics fans, this means watching closely as rumors and trade talks develop. The potential movement of a player like Drew Holiday signals a broader effort to balance talent and salary, all while keeping the championship window open. The Clippers and Mavericks showing interest is just the start. Many teams could emerge as suitors once the official trade talks begin. Meanwhile, Boston's front office must weigh the benefits of keeping Holiday's reliable production against the financial flexibility that a trade would provide. This offseason promises to be a defining one for the Celtics, with decisions made now potentially shaping the team's fortunes for years to come. As the Boston Celtics enter this critical juncture of their roster management, the implications of trading Jrue Holiday extend beyond just the financial numbers. Holiday brings a level of leadership and championship experience that is invaluable in a locker room filled with young talent and high expectations. His defensive prowess, especially, has been a cornerstone of Boston's schemes on the court. Throughout his career, Holiday has earned a reputation as one of the NBA's most reliable perimeter defenders, often tasked with guarding the opposing team's best playmakers. This defensive intensity complements the Celtics' overall team identity, which blends tough defense with versatile offense. Losing a player like Holiday would require the Celtics to fill several gaps. Beyond his scoring and playmaking, his ability to bring balance to the team's rotations cannot be overstated. He's a player who can seamlessly switch between the point guard and shooting guard roles, providing flexibility to the coaching staff in how they manage lineups and matchups. This versatility allows Boston to adapt to different opponents and in-game scenarios, which is a significant asset in the playoffs when adjustments are crucial. The challenge in any potential trade lies not only in the financial considerations, but also in finding a replacement or a combination of players who can replicate that kind of impact. The interest from teams like the Los Angeles Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks highlights how valuable Jrue Holiday remains on the market. The Clippers, with their own championship aspirations, see Holiday as a piece that can bolster their backcourt defense and add veteran savvy. Meanwhile, the Mavericks, always looking to build around their franchise cornerstone, view Holiday as a way to add depth and experience to a roster that has shown flashes of brilliance but still needs consistency in big moments. Both franchises are well aware of the price tag involved, but they're also willing to explore creative deals to bring in a player who can make a difference on both ends of the floor. Boston's need to manage the salary cap is a reminder of how the NBA's financial landscape shapes team-building strategies. The league's salary cap forces teams to carefully balance talent acquisition with financial sustainability. The Celtics, coming off a championship and with a roster full of stars and solid role players, are in a position where tough decisions must be made to maintain competitiveness while avoiding luxury tax penalties that can become prohibitive. Trading Holiday could open up cap space for future signings or extensions of key players, giving Boston more flexibility to pursue long-term success. The numbers Holiday put up this season reflect a player who is both efficient and effective, averaging over 11 points per game while contributing across the board with rebounds and assists. He has been a reliable cog in Boston's machine. His shooting percentages demonstrate a player who can stretch the floor and hit important shots, particularly his free throw accuracy, which has been a key factor in close games. Free throws often become a decisive element in playoff basketball, and having a guard who can convert at such a high rate is a valuable asset. Moreover, Holiday's experience in high-pressure situations adds a layer of confidence to the Celtics lineup, especially when young players look to veterans for guidance during intense moments. Looking back at the playoffs, the Celtics' early exit this year, despite strong individual performances from players like Holiday, underlines the competitive nature of the Eastern Conference. The New York Knicks, who ended Boston's run, showcased the kind of resilience and physicality that the Celtics will need to overcome in future postseason battles. Holiday's playoff numbers, consistent with his regular season output, emphasize his role as a steady performer rather than a flashy superstar. This steadiness is often what championship teams rely on. Players who deliver solid, dependable contributions night after night. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. In a stunning turn of events that has sent shockwaves through the NBA community, whispers are swirling around the Boston Celtics potentially making one of the most sensational moves in recent basketball history. Rumors are heating up that the Celtics are on the verge of sealing a blockbuster deal that would bring two of the league's brightest stars, Kevin Durant and Zach LaVine, into their fold. While nothing has been officially confirmed, insiders suggest this last-minute double signing could redefine the Celtics' championship aspirations for the upcoming season. The buzz started when sources close to the organization hinted at ongoing talks involving Durant and LAVINE, both players known for their explosive scoring and ability to shift the momentum of any game. Kevin Durant, a seasoned veteran with multiple scoring titles and MVP honors, would bring unparalleled offensive firepower and experience to the Celtics roster. Meanwhile, Zach LaVine, one of the league's most electrifying guards, would add youthful energy and athleticism, potentially transforming Boston's backcourt dynamics. Speculation is rife about how this duo might fit within the Celtics' current setup. The team has long been a strong contender, boasting a well-rounded squad that excels on both ends of the floor. Adding Durant and LaVine would not only bolster their scoring options, but also create a formidable lineup that could challenge the dominance of established powerhouses like the Golden State Warriors and Milwaukee Bucks. Fans and analysts alike are already imagining the electrifying chemistry these stars could develop under the guidance of Boston's coaching staff. The timing of these rumors is particularly intriguing. As the NBA trade deadline approaches, teams are scrambling to finalize their rosters, and Boston's potential moves could trigger a domino effect throughout the league. If the Celtics manage to pull off this daring acquisition, it would send a clear message that they are all in on chasing the championship this season, willing to make bold, high-stakes decisions. Of course, there are still many unanswered questions. How would Boston negotiate the salary cap implications? What assets might they be willing to trade away to land such high-profile players? And most importantly, can Durant and LaVine coexist seamlessly alongside the team's existing stars without disrupting chemistry? These uncertainties only add fuel to the fire of speculation, keeping fans on edge as they await official announcements. As the rumor mill churns, one thing is clear. The NBA landscape could be on the brink of a seismic shift. The Celtics, long a franchise with a rich history and high expectations, appear ready to shake things up in a way few could have predicted. Whether these whispers materialize into reality remains to be seen, but for now, Boston fans have every reason to dream big about a thrilling new era potentially dawning in their beloved city. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.